So yes, the most interesting thing that I know in the whole of mathematics is 1 plus 1 is 2. It's perhaps the simplest yet the most elegant equation in the whole of math. Alright, now let's get started with where we left the other day. Let me put it up on my screen so that you can all see it. So the question that I had given to the class for doing it at home was find the total surface area of this figure. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is to find the total surface area of this figure, firstly you have to understand what are the different types of surfaces. So I think there are 3 kinds of surfaces here. The one is this surface here, which is not a square, but this square shaped path here, and then there's a similar surface on the opposite side, on the behind. Then you've got the inner surface, which is 4-sided, and then you've got the outer surface. Okay, so what we're going to do is approach each one of these stepwise and see what the answer is. So starting with this surface here, the pathway here. So we know this side is 3, alright, and if this is 3, there are 2 ways to do this, okay. Please get a pen and paper so that it's easy for you to follow what I'm saying. Alright, starting with the simplest one, this surface has a side of 3 and we know that it's a square. So there are 2 ways to do it. Either we can break it up into 4 rectangles and calculate the area of each, or there's another interesting way, which is calculate the area of this whole square and subtract the area of this inner square, because that's not part of the surface, right? So the side of the largest square is 3, so the area is 3 times 3, which is 9. And then the side of the inner square is 2, so the area would be 2 into 2, which is 4. So 9 minus 4, 5. So 5 is the surface area of this pathway. Alright, and so since we've got another such surface on the opposite side, this combined would be 5 plus 5, 10. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, let's look at the inner edges of this figure. So this has a side of 2 and breadth of 1. Okay, side 2 and this width here or the breadth here, whatever you want to call it, is 1. So 2 times 1 is 1, and we've got 4 such surfaces. So 4 2s are 8. Okay, that's number 2. And number 3, the outer sides, the length is 3 and the width is 1. So 3 1s are 3, 3 times 1. The area of one side is 3, so the area of 4 sides would be 3 4s are 12. So can someone add these up and tell me how much do you get? And then the inner was, what was the inner surface? 8, 10 plus 8, 18. And then 3 4s are 12, 18 plus 12, 30. Yes, that's the right answer. Alright, let's move on. Okay, this is a simpler one. Okay, and to get the right answer, you just have to write the right equations. When Liz was 6 years old, her sister Emma was half her age. If Liz is 40 years old, how old is Emma? Who can give me the answer? This should be really simple. You don't need a pen and paper for this. You can just count it. Krutik now says that Emma is a young 20-year-old girl. What else? Alright. Class, I think together we have to figure out what Emma really is. Is she a kid who can barely walk? Is she a 20-year-old girl who goes to college? Or is she a grandmother who's 80 years old and can barely eat? because most of her teeth would have fallen, right, by 80. When Liz was 6 years old, okay, Liz is a girl, and she was 6 years old, her sister Emma was half her age. Alright, everyone with me? Now, if Liz is 40 years old, so today Liz is 40 years old, how old is Emma? So Siddhi says Emma is smaller than her sister Liz. Yes, but how old is she? That's the question. We all know she is smaller or younger than Liz, but how old is she today? Okay, so everyone says 20. I think the whole class is saying 20. Okay, that's great. Let's move on now. Alright, this is a slightly tricky one. Actually, not very tricky, but slightly more difficult than the previous question. So please pay attention. There are 4 brothers. Okay, let's name these brothers just to make it more interesting and bring them to life. Let's call them Amar, Akbar, Anthony. By the way, has anyone seen the movie Amar, Akbar, Anthony? Okay, you're too young for this. Even I'm too young for that movie. By the way, that movie came out before I was born. Your fathers and mothers would have probably seen that movie. It's a movie in which Amitabh Bachchan is one of the main characters. So we need 4 brothers, but I've told you 3. Amar, Akbar, Anthony, and then I need one more name. Who can give height is 74 inches. Okay? And does everyone understand what average is? Average is sum of their heights divided by 4, because there are 4 people here. Sum of their heights divided by 4 is 74. Okay? The difference in height amongst first 3 brothers is 2 inches. So for simplicity, okay, let's assume that Amar is the shortest. So you've got Amar, Akbar, Anthony, and then Aman. Okay, Amar is the shortest, and then that's the order of their heights. So let's say the height of Amar is X. Okay, let's move on then. So the difference in height amongst the first 3 brothers, which is Amar, Akbar, and Anthony, is 2 inches. The difference in height between the third and the fourth is 6 inches. So the third brother is Anthony and the fourth is Aman. The difference in height between those 2 is 6 inches. What are their heights? I'll give you 2 minutes to try and take a shot at this question, and then I'll tell you what the solution is. Just as a hint, I think it will make your life easy if you assume that Amar's height is X and then calculate the heights of each of the brothers. The average height of the 4 brothers is 74 inches. The difference in height between the first 3 brothers, which is Amar, Akbar, and Akbar Anthony, is 2 inches. Okay, what are their heights? No, I want the height of each one of the brothers. I want to know how tall is Amar, how tall is Akbar, how tall is Anthony, and how tall is Aman. I want to know the height of each of the brothers. Right? The sum of the average of their heights is 74. So the average is nothing but sum of the heights divided by 4 is 74. So the sum of heights is 74 times 4. Okay? Alright. Then that's the first step. Then I said the height of Amar is X. So how tall is Akbar? Akbar would be X plus 2. Then Anthony would be X plus 2 plus 2, which is X plus 4. Okay. And then how tall is Aman? Aman is 6 inches taller than Anthony. So x plus 4 plus 6, which is x plus 10. Alright, please note down. Amar's height is x. Akbar is x plus 2. Anthony is x plus 4. And Aman is x plus 10. So what is the sum of these heights? It's nothing but 74 times 4. So x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 10 is 74 times 4. Okay? So 4x plus 16 is 74 times 4. Okay? How much is 74 times 4? Anyone? 296. Is that correct? Can someone confirm that? Okay. And then, so my equation becomes 4x plus 16 is 296. So 4x equals 296 minus 16. So 296 minus 16 is 280. So 4x equals 280 and x equals 280 by 4, which is 70. So x is 70 and x was the height of Amar. So Amar is 70 inches tall, Akbar is 72, Anthony would be 72 plus 2, 74, and Aman would be 74 plus 6, that is 80. So the right answer is 70, 72, 74, and 80.